You said you think it's hypocritical for a man or a woman that has a high body count to want someone who is a virgin or low body count, especially if they demand sex early in the relationship and if they are judging people who do have high body counts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So me, basically.
Oh.
Although I've never revealed my body count, I'm a virgin. Okay, just kidding. But
born again.
yeah. So you think, for example, let's say a guy has a body count of 10. Is it hypocritical for him to want a woman who's a virgin or low body count?
I mean, not if he's willing to wait.
What if she's not willing to wait? She just wants to lose it.
I mean, then I mean, why did she hold it off for so long and then, I don't know.
He's the right guy.
Sorry.
He's the right guy. We have 3 virgins here at the 2 virgins. Never mind. I don't even know. I think you guys, have you guys been lying the whole time?
Gone.
Somebody going to sit back in the, where's my staff? They're just back there.
One's playing Clash Royale.
Wrong though for the guy
I
with a high body count to want a woman with a low body count or virgin.
I just think, well, I said it's wrong if he's judging.
Yeah.
Like if he's judging a woman.
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. Sorry to cut in. I just caught something that Brian just said. Did you claim that there's women on this panel who claim that they're virgins?
Yeah. So her and her, the girl in the black and the girl in the white right here.
Why are you laughing? Such a hater.
All right. We get back to the conversation. All right.
Just had to get that out.
Well, I thought I kind of believe them, but it's a little dubious. I'm not sure I believe them.
That's so funny.
I definitely believe the other Sophia.
Which one?
The other Sophia.
I believe
in
it.
the black.
I believe it.
I don't know.
We came off the streets. You have to believe everything we say.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I mean, just
Pulled off.
Anyways.
Can I say something to your thing to her?
Sure.
I think women want men with experience, and men want women with purity.
It's facts.
That's a good take.
it's true.
That's facts. You can't argue with facts. I mean, so I guess I'm just trying to hear out your argument here before I can respond.
Okay. Well, I just feel like it's hypocritical. Okay, say it to me again. I'm sorry. Just say it one more time.
Well, no, this is...
I know, just say what I said
So
again.
a
I'm
man
sorry. I'm tired.
who has a high body count to want someone who is a virgin or low body count.
Well, I must have worded that wrong. What I'm saying is I think it's hypocritical of a man to judge a woman with a high body count.
If he has one.
If he has a high body count as well, and then he expects her to have sex with him, like when they first meet, but he's judging her.
Well, so, okay, here's what you wrote. You said, I think it's hypocritical for a man or a woman that has a high body count to want someone who is a virgin or low body count, especially, this is the qualifier, especially if they demand sex early in the relationship and if they are judging people who do have high body counts. But I mean, even if we remove the qualifier, you still think it's hypocritical, even if the man is not demanding sex early in the relationship, or if they're judging.
It's just with the qualifier.
Okay, so fine. We'll include the qualifier, especially if they demand sex early in the relationship. Well, even a low body count woman could have sex early in a relationship, right?
She could, yeah.
Okay. Now, when you say judging people, so for example, like he's judging her insofar as he would not date her because of her body count?
I think it kind of, what I was getting with that is going back to that relationship I had where he judged me for my body count and he was a virgin.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, it's a little different, but
I know it's different.
So I'll just open up to the panel. Do you think that if a guy has a really high body count, let's say he has a body count of 100, and he wants a girl with like sub 5, sub 10 body count, or even a virgin, do you think that that's hypocritical? And if you want, just show of hands, is it hypocritical? Hypocritical?
If he's judging her for it.
Okay,
Well,
he's
he would-
judging her
If he's
for it.
judging-
I know,
That's
but judging,
hypocritical.
This is what I'm
judging,
trying to say. If he's judging women with higher body counts, but he has a high body count himself, I think that is hypocritical. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's hypocritical regardless, but him judging her makes it wrong.
Yeah.
well,
Like,
okay,
if he-
so
if
what
he's
would the
just-
judgment be? So
Like
the
it-
judgment is, I have a high
Like
body
holding it
count,
over?
she has a high body count. I know that women with high body count, with high body counts are not the type of woman I'd want to date because they're promiscuous.
It's the sticky note.
Well,
Is that the judgment, or is the judgment like she's a fucking whore, she's a fucking skank, blah blah? Is that what you're talking when you say
pretty
judgment?
much, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
probably
Okay,
saying.
so but is it still hypocritical absent that sort of judgment? If the judgment is just, I believe in my heart of hearts that women who have a promiscuous past or who are currently promiscuous do not make for good partners, is that a judgment?
if
I think it's a judgment, but
It's a judgment,
I mean,
but
if
it's
your
not
if your
wrong.
I don't
body
think it's
count
wrong.
is
It's not
high as
mean.
well,
It's not
is
mean.
what
Or
I'm
I don't
saying.
think it's wrong.
okay.
It's just your personal preference.
Okay, well, I don't want to linger too long on this, but I'll just say that
Can I ask you again, just to repeat real quick, where's the actual hypocrisy?
Because you're judging someone with the same number of body count that you have.
Yeah, why would that be hypocritical?
Because you're making them feel like they're less than you because
what if
you
you
guys
don't,
share
you
the
don't need
same.
to tell them your judgment if you don't
Yeah,
tell
so-
them the
Well, if
judgment?
you
Let me give
don't-
you an example of this. I smoke cigarettes. If my daughter comes to me and says she wants to smoke cigarettes and I tell her she shouldn't, am I a hypocrite?
No.
No.
'Cause you
So can I
want-
have,
you want
so
what's
even
healthy
if, so
for
if I
her.
engage in an activity and then have a preference against that same activity from somebody else, how exactly would that even make me a hypocrite? So let's say, for instance, I banged 800 chicks and you banged 800 dudes. Let's just say in this hypothetical that was the case, but I prefer to date women who haven't banged 800 dudes. How would that actually make you a hypocrite?
The judgment, like the outright judgment, is what makes the person the hypocrite.
Why would that be
You can have
hypocritical?
a preference.
What
And
if it's,
don't want-
if you
don't-
think that it's worse for women than men, let's say, if you think it's worse reputationally for women, you think it does more damage to them than it does men, right?
Well,
If you
yeah.
don't think that men and women are interchangeable widgets, then why is it that it would be hypocritical to say, well, this does less damage to me than it does for you, so my preference is against that? I'm not actually sure that that's hypocrisy.
Or maybe it's not then. I don't know. That's just the whole, it just keep going back to the judgment part, the outright judgment. You can have a preference.
Okay, if you were a serial killer and you judged other serial killers as bad, you said that what you're doing over there is bad, right? Even though I'm doing the same exact thing that you're doing, aren't you just making an argument from hypocrisy? You're just saying, but what about you though? He could still be right that what you're doing is bad, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really know, even if it was, let's say, hypocritical in this case, why would that even be a problem?
It's, like I keep saying, it's the judgment
Do
part.
hypocrites give you the ick?
No, it's
No?
the judgment part.
Yeah, but what's wrong with the judgment part?
It's the belittling part of it. Like,
Yeah, what's wrong with
there's
that
a
part of
difference
it?
between having a preference and figuring out, okay, someone has a higher body count than me. Okay, I don't want to be with them. Okay, that's fine. But if you're outright going like, oh, you're a fucking whore, then yeah, like, that's hypocrite. That's wrong. Especially if you have a high body count yourself.
Okay, so I'm not sure how you can say that being a hypocrite's even wrong. What's the standard for saying that a hypocrite is wrong other than you just don't like it?
And I guess I just don't like it.
Right, you just don't like it. So hypocrites give you the ick.
Hypocrites.
Let me ask you this too. Is basically everything that you think is bad or immoral or that you don't like just shit that gives you the ick? Is it just stuff you find icky?
No.
No?
I'll say one thing on this, I guess, question. So, in order for you to want to be with someone, need you possess all the traits that they too possess?
I mean, you don't have to.
Right, but so,
Sorry, you don't have to, not to interrupt you, but didn't we kind of already get into this back at the whole like tradition standpoint when we were talking about
well,
tradition?
a little bit, but it is somewhat different here. But so,
bit different.
in order for you to desire a trait in a partner, need you also have the trait?
No.
No.
Right.
But body count
So
is different
how
than
is
trait.
it? Well, okay.
So does body
well,
count matter?
It is. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
So, for example, I think men and women want different things. Men and women prioritize different things. They prioritize different traits. Would you then object or find it hypocritical for a woman who's broke to find a billionaire attractive?
I mean, I guess you could say that since she's not.
But is it
Rich
wrong
herself.
for a woman who's dead broke to find rich men attractive, or want to date a man who's rich? Is it hypocritical?
I mean, it could be since she doesn't possess the same financial situation.
Okay. A woman may find a famous professional athlete, actor, musician attractive, but they may not be a pro athlete, actor, musician themselves. Is she hypocritical for finding men with status, athletes, actors, musicians? Is it hypocritical for her to desire to be with such a man?
I don't know.
Okay, what about funny? A lot of women, funny is at the top of the list for a lot of women. It's not clear to me if they're funny themselves. So, I'm not saying, what I'm saying is this woman
What are you
in
saying?
particular.
I'm just kidding.
I'm saying the woman in particular. I'm not saying women aren't funny.
Oh, I'm
That's what
funny.
Andrew says.
I make myself laugh.
But so, is it hypocritical for a woman who's not funny herself to find men who are funny attractive?
No, but that's like a trait. Body count is like
That's a
something
trait.
physical. It's physical.
Okay. So is it hypocritical then for short women to find tall men attractive?
I think it's just your preference, your type, what you like about
That's
that
right. And men
person.
got a preference for women with a low
Yeah.
body count,
Yeah.
even if they're manhos themselves. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah,
If you-
because they won't.
I'm
they're more
just-
likely to not
That
take a
doesn't
woman
mean that a
seriously if she
preference
opens
can't
up the
be
same day.
hypocritical, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me ask this kind of last segue here. So from your perspective, if the hypocritical part is that if a man slept with 500 women, you slept with 500 men, and he's judging you for that, you think that that is hypocritical, is the judgmental part, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but what if he says it's fine for you to judge me by the same standard I'm judging you? That's no longer hypocritical, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that is true, and they're willing to be judged by the same standard that they're judging you, but society happens to judge them for it in a totally different way, and you just don't like how they're being judged differently than you, how would that actually make them a hypocrite?
Wait, repeat that again.
Yeah, please.
So here, let's give an example. Guy goes up to a room and he bangs 5 chicks in one night. He walks out and his buddies are around and they're like, "Hey bro, high five," right? Woman does the same thing and they come out and they're like, "Oh God, what a skank," right? You would agree that this is probably a much more common occurrence than people want to admit,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
But
you're
here's
asking
the
if it goes
thing that's
both ways.
interesting is that even women judge those men by a different standard than they judge other women.
Mm-hmm.
So if the men are saying, okay, you can judge me by the same exact standard, then I'm judging you. It's just that people really don't like it, men or women, when you do it, and don't care so much when I do it. How would that actually make them a hypocrite?
That's true. I mean, I guess if you're judging each other both in the same way and at the same level, then yeah, it's not hypocritical. But I think it's
It's not fair, right?
It's not that it's not fair. I think it's just a bit hypocritical to judge someone.
You just
when
said it
you've
wasn't
done the
hypocritical.
same actions.
No. But you can be judged by the same standard. Just so happens that when the standard is applied to you, people judge you less harshly for it. How would that be hypocritical?
And they just judge me. Okay, wait. Thank you. Thanks, Ryan.
Okay. You want me to move it on?
No,
Should I
I
move on?
think I get what you're
Should I move
saying. I'm just like a little confused on the wording. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting things.
Okay, so let's put it this way. If you call a woman
Thank you.
a whore, that's offensive to women, right?
Yeah, that's a harsh negative judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
there's
call a
harsh
man a whore,
judgments
he
and
goes,
there's
yeah,
not.
so what? Right? He goes, yeah, so what? Now you're judging him by the same
lot of
exact
women
standard
also
he's
go,
judging
"So
you.
what?"
Hang
That
on,
is dick
hang on.
huge.
You're judging him by the same standard he's judging you. He just doesn't give a shit, right? So
Okay.
how would he be a hypocrite? He's using the same standard you're using.
Yeah.
He just doesn't give a shit about your standard, right?
Yeah, okay, and
That's
again,
the
my answer
difference.
is it wouldn't be if you're judging each other at the same level. Yeah. And in the same way,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So that wouldn't be hypocrisy then.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So cool. We're in agreement then.
I'll move it on.